Hey, you're watching Half Asian Tarot Queen. This is Lisa. I'm doing floor cam. I've been really on floor cam channel lately, but I've been trying to get more consistent about doing readings because, well, I was talking about it last time. I'm doing this peak performance training, and it's talking about how you should schedule in time for flow activities, and this is kind of like one of my flow activities. So so I'm doing it, and wow, interesting. So, starting with the Sacred Destiny Oracle to get some overall energies for this reading, and it's super interesting. We got security, potential, and illumination. So that's really interesting because, you know, just there's definitely been, I will say, like this week, there seems to be like a lot of I would say kind of like explosions in the sky. It's a band, but I think I might even have a reading called that. If I do, I'll link it up here. But just like a lot of big shifts going down, and sort of like paradigms being shifted. You know, there's like a lot of truths being told. And so it's interesting because this kind of it speaks to like a story of stability, which is not really the energy that's like being felt right now. So I think it's an interesting perspective to have in this moment. But it's like all talking about how there's actually this situation of like security and like a really solid foundation that is here, and the potential exists right now. You know, obviously you're gonna have to harness that potential and do something to sort of like manifest it, but the potential for this like long-term security, like, I mean, almost like a generational wealth kind of situation, like it exists. And it's like, it's interesting because I'm talking about like explosions in the sky and how there's all this disruption that's happening right now, and there's this explosion, like this volcano that's erupting, you know, with this potential, you know, and there's this spark, this fire, you know. So it's like, this made me think of, and I feel like I have a reading, and I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but it's from a really long time ago, and it's talking about how in the moment of like the Great Depression, you know, things were so uncertain and everyone was just like, oh my God, you know, what are we gonna do? And, you know, but it's like at these moments of like extreme disruption when there's actually the most opportunity to sort of change your fortunes, because everything is sort of in flux. And so like the story of like the Kennedy Empire, it was like born out of the Great Depression because like Joseph Kennedy or whoever the patriarch was actually invested in the stock market when the stock market was like totally crashed out. And so when it went back up again, like that's how they made all their fortune. Like that's what the empire is built on. So like this speaks to this potential existing and erupting, and also it speaks to there being this illumination. So like seeing the potential, like seeing the path, like maybe this disruption is actually like paving the way for this foundation to be built in a way. So I think one really solid piece of advice in this moment is to like, you know, there's all this disruption and there's all this drama going down, and it's very unsettling. And so you can really easily lose sight of this potential you know, getting caught up in all the drama and all the disruption and all everything that's erupting, you know. So like I think it's really important to like sort of like keep your eye on the prize, like, and know what your path is. Follow your own guidance, because it's actually here, but it's not going to be super obvious. Like if you're not grounded and if you're not tuned into your sort of wisdom, like I think you can easily miss this potential. So like it's a really I think very, very, very tempting to get caught up in the drama. But like if I can leave you with any kind of message from this reading, it's like focus on yourself, focus on raising your vibration, focus on letting go all the stuff that's being released, all the disruptions that are happening. Oh my gosh, like right as I'm saying that, the 10 of Wands comes out. It's like we want to let go of these burdens, like they're being released. So don't focus your energy on that, because we're moving forward into this new era. So it's just sort of like focus on your own energy, focus on being grounded, focus on releasing. Oh my gosh. The Nine of Wands. So this is like the wounded warrior card in the normal deck, and this message that's really important with this is sort of like this person has just been through the ringer. Like they've just been beaten up, they're wounded, bruised, they're tired. Like look at this, she looks like exhausted and she wants to give up, but the message is don't, because you're like almost there. And the other thing is we went from the 10 of Wands to the 9 of Wands, so it's like it's actually getting better, but like it's still pretty burdensome right now. So it's like you're not really going to see necessarily the forest for the trees when you're like in the middle of this pile of weeds and you're wiped out. But just stay grounded, focus on yourself, focus on healing yourself, focus on your own vibration, and don't give up. Keep moving forward, however slow it might be, because you're almost there. And your path is being revealed. So, yeah, it's very hard to have that perspective, I think, when, excuse my French, but shit is blowing up all around you. But that is where we are. And so this is introspection. So this is like the Hermit card. So the cards are like falling out like exactly as I'm talking. But you know, like this person is being guided by their inner light, and it's like they're focused on their own journey, you know, and that is what this moment is for, because there's an illumination that's going to come from that. Oh my gosh, and when I picked it up, there's like a gateway card underneath it, and this like this unicorn. So it's just like follow your own guidance, because it's leading somewhere really, really good if you can stay grounded and stay centered and stay focused on that in all the chaos and the disruption that's happening right now. Because, like I said, it's crazy. Like the crazy is everywhere, but this is also like a great moment of opportunity if you can keep your wits about you. And that is just a really strong message that's coming through on this reading. I'm actually, I decided to do this reading because I'm like actually pretty sleepy from all the explosions in the sky. Like I'm wiped out, but like I figured like, you know, I might be like more tapped in because I am wiped out or whatever. So we got the moon. So yeah, like something hidden, you know, but there's some like really important wisdom to be gleaned from this. So take your time, like really like tune into your own journey, because like I said, this is a huge moment of shift. And at the bottom we got 6 of Swords, so we are on a journey from you know, to something better, but it's like tumultuous, you know? I mean, it's definitely, like I said, there's a lot of explosions in the sky. So, okay, so I'm going to the Bianco Nero deck to get some on the ground perspective, black and white. When I split the deck, I got the Hierophant and the Ten of Wands. So it's just like we're reaching, you know, the climax, and the law is being laid down. The new law, the new order is starting to come out, but oh my gosh, I got the Ten of Swords underneath the Ten of Wands. Like, this is definitely the end of the old era. Like, we cannot go forward anymore the way that things were. Like, there's just no design. Like, there's no denying it. There's no going back. Like, this is the end. Like, this is a total betrayal. But, like, also this healing that's coming from this shift. I mean, this is like alchemy. Like, there's all this emotion that's being released and passed back and forth. I mean, like I said, there's like all these explosions in the sky, but it's leading to this sort of like this new order, you know? So it's just like, this is a moment of just like profound potential. And, you know, so we have the Five of Cups, so it's just sort of like there's disappointment, like there's all this drama, and it's just like really, really important not to be focused on what's being lost, because there's nothing that we can do about those cups that have already been spilled. Like, they're gone. So don't even focus your energy on that. Like, turn around, look at the two cups that you still have, because that's where the future is. And it's really, like, I think important to focus your energy on the most positive thing you can in a moment of just like extreme drama and chaos and disruption. Okay, let's see. I got one more card here. And then I'm going to go to the Queen of the Moon Oracle for the final card. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can tell how sleepy I am. Like, I think I'm kind of mellow in general, but oh my gosh. The Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, things are, like I said, it's a huge, profound flux, and like, but at the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Wands. Like, keep your eye on the prize, keep manifesting, because we are actually moving on to something better, and it might be hard to see that in this moment, but like, we're gonna have to like destroy what is to make room for this new potential. But it's leading us to a place of like security and abundance, and it's ultimately a good thing. It just definitely right now it's going to be really easy to get caught up in that drama, but don't do it, because, you know, basically we're going to be manifesting what we're focusing on right now. And so you don't want to be focusing on drama and chaos, because you're just going to be bringing more of that into your... Can you turn off the water? What? You left the water on.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Queen of the Moon Oracle. I'll pick a couple to end. And, yeah, peace, love, understanding, self-love. Focus on yourself. Like, it's the best thing you can do right now. Like, stay home, take a bath, read a book, Meditate. Okay. Trust. Everything's going to work out. We have the Bat Masculine. This is like, there's like all this moon energy, and it's just like young, like, it's funny because it's just sort of like this moment of like self-care and like looking inward and taking care of yourself, which you would think of like as like a yin sort of energy, but like in this moment, like that is actually the path forward. Like that is the most productive thing that you can do. So it's just like what's up is down and what's down is up. The most efficient and like best path forward is to actually chill out, take care of yourself. Pretty crazy. Okay, well, I'll leave you with that and check in soon with more